Welcome in to those tuning into the show once again. I'm your host, Tavares Wilson. As you all know, this is LastWord Productions. I always get the last word. So we're here yet again another night. It is draft night, day one of the NFL draft. Gonna see a lot of young men's futures be changed for the better. But first things first, I got my boy Breeze here always with me. Breeze, how you feeling tonight, bro?
Yo, man, I'm chilling, man. What's the word? What's the word?
So for sure. So with all that being said, man, before we get into anything, any predictions, anything of that nature, y'all be sure to go ahead and like, subscribe to the channel, man. First and foremost, hit that bell notification, be notified whenever we go live like this, as well as the fact you can follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, currently live on there as well. I'm on TikTok. You feel me? LastWord Productions, the handle across the board. So, with all that being said, Briz, let's jump right into it, bro. Let's not, you feel me, that make no bones about it. First overall pick, we know the Las Vegas Raiders are up on the board. We know Kirk Cousins signed on a 1 year deal, pretty much, I believe, worth $20 million. And this is a team that's been connected, tied to, and just downright pretty much told at this point they're going to draft Fernando Mendoza. So if that is the pick, Breeze, which it more than likely will be, what are your thoughts on the pick, bro, if that was the case?
I really think number one, shout out to the Raiders because they went from an absolute shit show last year to actually having a semblance of a plan and direction. Like last year, it looked like we didn't know what the fuck they were doing. We thought, them trading Jacoby Myers. We're like, yo, what the fuck? You're trading your number one receiver at this point. Like, Ashton Genty isn't actually getting a chance to produce because you didn't put a line in front of him. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Free agency hits. They ship Geno out. They bring in a veteran quarterback. For what it's worth, I do see a lot of Kirk Cousins, Matt Ryan game in Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
So for what it's worth, that's a great, just a great teacher to have there for him. Because, a lot of people, we like to talk shit about Kirk, but Kirk has had a pretty solid NFL career. And I'm pretty sure at this point he has no problem just being a veteran mentor, and he's getting paid handsomely for it. The offensive line, with bringing in Linderbaum, that was a great move. I do think in the draft, later rounds, they're going to look at offensive line. They stacked the defense. I like the additions of Quay Walker and N'Kobe Dean. I like what they did defensively, bro. I do like them bringing. Who do they bring?
Teron Johnson was good too, man. The good, damn good.
Yeah. And who do they bring in as a? Didn't they hire a new OC?
Yeah, they did. That came with Clint Kubiak from Seattle.
Exactly, bro. So they on the fly, bro. Like what the Patriots did last year is kind of what they did this year, bro. Like they completely revamped on the fly, man. I didn't think they were gonna get things moving like this. Shout out to Tom Brady getting in there, making things happen, bro. Because I thought they were gonna be a joke this year, but now you look at it as your potential trio for the next maybe 3 to 5 years is gonna be Ashton Genty, Fernando Mendoza, and Brock Bowers. So I think that's a hell of a start, man. I do think they turned it around quick, bro. I'm jealous, honestly.
Right. First and foremost, appreciate the hot Jess. How you doing? Appreciate
How you doing? How you doing?
tuning in always. Appreciate it. But they are right now. Currently, they're just doing their small introductions. We got Roger Goodell out there. We got Cam Hayward and T.J. Watt with them. They are in Pittsburgh. So first and foremost, I want to say this. If and when Mendoza does go to the Las Vegas Raiders, I think it'll be a hell of a draft pick because I don't think he's this generational prospect or can't miss quarterback talent, but I still think he's a very good quarterback and he very well can be a top 12, 15 quarterback in the league someday. And that's not a slight to him because this is just a lot of damn good quarterbacks in the league. So if he can work his way into these top guy conversations and actually help turn around the Raiders, it's a plus regardless of how you view him as a prospect or not. And you were pairing that along with the side with Ashton Genty, who many people believe was the best running back prospect we've seen in a long time. We got a guy in this draft many people believe is the best running back, prospect we've seen in a long time. So we're gonna see, man. I mean, you got Brock Bowers, you feel me, you got some talent on the offensive side of the ball, you got some young pass catchers, you got the defense that you somewhat revamped. I know they went out, they got Max Crosby back in the fold. They got Quay Walker who I think could play. Kobe Dean. When they got Teron Johnson, like I mentioned earlier, who to me as a Dolphin fan, I watched him played some damn good football for the last 3 years with the Bills, and you just have people who you're putting a culture together. Not even a culture yet, because we have yet to see it, but to go out and get Clint Kubiak, who is an offensive minded guy, and in this league, you need offensive minded coaches at this point. Like they're the ones who are the driving engines to these young quarterbacks make or breaks. It seems to be. So you go out and get that guy. You go out and get a guy in Kirk Cousins who can be that young quarterback whisperer and mentor on the field. And on top of the fact, you're better in the offensive line. I get Lindenbaum is one guy, but I think people downgrade and they undervalue how much having an elite center does for an offensive line. Because
Really?
talking about a guy that can call out the schemes or the hidden blitzes or a guy creeping up, like those are things quarterbacks usually worry about. But now you're giving that to a young quarterback with a veteran center who's one of the best centers in the league. He doesn't really have to worry about that too much per se because he has one of the better centers in the league now. And that's on top of the fact they already had a pretty damn good left guard with Carson Power Johnson. So again, we're talking about a team that's trending in the right direction. I don't think they're going to go the Patriots route per se.
No,
It's
just in theory.
yeah,
I ain't saying it's
no,
gonna be the patient. I'm
no,
just
no.
saying like
I'm not.
just
I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but I agree with the sentiment that they're having that Patriots like kind of feel off season because they just seem to be doing everything right to make their team better, and that I completely agree with. Because I told y'all before, bro. I love what they did in free agency, bro. I felt like they was one of the winners in free agency. So for them to do what they're doing, I love to see it because I like to see the bad franchises turn, good. And this Carlos dude, Batman. But
wait, bro, what? Wait, oh, let me go check the comments, bro. Hold on, man. What the?
yeah, but but for me, if I had to make the pro comparison for Mendoza, to me, like I told you before, bro, to me he reminds me of a more athletic Matt Ryan, and I think he reminds me a little bit slightly of what Brock Purdy is right now. And I think that's a good quarterback. I think that's a guy who has good touch on the football. Not the greatest arm in the world, but it's good enough to make every throw on the field. His pocket awareness to me is really good. I think he did benefit from a good unit in front of him. But when they went up against Miami, push came to shove, and he seemed to handle himself extremely well. And that's on top of the fact that when he was in the big moments, bro, he didn't shy away from him. And you love to see that from a young quarterback, and you love to see that from a guy who you were taking as your potential franchise guy. So right now, the Raiders are on the clock. We're gonna see exactly who they're gonna take. But in the meantime, I want to discuss just a little bit about what transpired last night with the NBA and the playoffs. And Breeze, let me get your thoughts on it, bro. What did you think of the Phoenix Suns game against OKC yet again? But not necessarily the game. I want to discuss a bit about what we were discussing in the chat about the officiating. Do you think it's unfair in any way or shape or form towards the Phoenix Suns?
Uh, yeah, bro. It's just I don't know what's going on. Like I said, bro, I don't know if the referees are gambling. They got parlays in, bro. But it comes to a point where, bro, this shit starts to get ridiculous, bro. And I've been saying it for the longest, bro. Like people, people like to sway narratives and everything. Like they'll say, oh, well, SGA doesn't even shoot the most free throws per game. It's Luca. And I have a problem with Luca doing the flailing and shit too, but SGA, bro, like this, it's starting to get ridiculous, bro. It's really getting ridiculous, bro. The flopping, the flailing, the unnatural motions, bro. It's not even that. It's not even that, bro. They're calling it so much, bro. It's just so lopsided. Like if you look at the amount of calls or the things that they call that they'll say are offensive fouls against Phoenix or other teams, they'll warrant them for the Thunder. Like they allow the Thunder to play like hacking defense, and which is cool. But if you're gonna do that, be consistent with the whistle. Like, bro, it's just very very odd to me, bro. Like the technical foul on Devin Booker for about to fall. He's about to fall out of bounds. He lost his footing. He goes and throws the ball back in, which is a normal play. It has no malice in it or nothing. It's not like he turned, looked at somebody, and just gunned the ball at him, bro. Like he's about to fall out of bounds. He flings the ball back, and then they call a technical foul on that, bro. What are we do? Like what are we doing, bro? This is playoff basketball. This is supposed to be the biggest moment. It's supposed to be the best ball of the year, but it looked like we're officiated by toddlers out there, bro. And they can't find me. I don't give a fuck. They can't find me, so I'm gonna say what I want to say. But it's just bullshit, bro. I don't like the officiating that's going on, and it's not even just the Thunder series. It's a lot in the playoffs. Like I'm watching the Magic and the Pistons. Like Paulo Banchero is literally just walking into the paint, bro, and they're calling fouls. Like Jalen Brunson is like literally just flopping around the court like he looks like a fish out of water. They're calling fouls. Like, bro, it becomes a point when it's ridiculous, bro. And like I said, they need to either cut back on the whistle or be more consistent with the whistle. If you're gonna call bullshit for one team, you got to call bullshit all around. That's how I feel, bro. Honestly,
Right. But appreciate you, K. Just showing love where you at, man. Appreciate it always. But
that's
the
Gino, man.
that's Gino.
Yeah,
Oh, they you see, I can tell with the Michigan. Okay, but for one, before I get into my thoughts on that, the pick is in for the Raiders. I think they're about to announce it now, if I'm not mistaken. Mine's a little bit delayed, so I don't know if y'all see it a little bit before me or not. But
yeah. It's already there. Fernando Mendoza, number one.
all right, yeah. So that's pretty much what we all seen. That's pretty much what we all guessed. I think the Raiders. Before I get into the Suns thing, I think the Raiders getting a good player, man. I mean, Fernando Mendoza, again, not the greatest quarterback prospect we've ever seen. This wasn't the greatest quarterback class we've ever seen. But at the end of the day, a damn good quarterback is a damn good quarterback. And for me, and for my money, I'm taking Fernando Mendoza over a lot of younger quarterbacks who's in year 2, 3 right now as it stands. So I don't really have an issue at all with the Raiders paying Kirk Cousins the money they paid him in top of drafting Mendoza because there's a plan there. When the Falcons did this type of shit, there wasn't really a plan. Right now, you can see the infrastructure of the plan being orchestrated and actually put in place because you got the 1 year rental out of Kirk Cousins. Yeah, you paid him a pretty penny to do that, but we also got to remember a lot of that money he's still getting is coming from the Falcons. So the Raiders aren't taking on the bulk of a contract that's remaining for him. So with all that being said, though, Mendoza to me, I feel is the right pick. I think he's a young guy that's going to come in and try to learn and be the best possible player he can be for this franchise. But we got Mike here too, bro. What's up, bro? What you think of the pick, though?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Like you ready to go preach a sermon, brother?
I already did that, brother. It's the repass.
But what you think of the pick, though, bro?
I mean, we knew for months. It's a smart pick. I think with Tom being a part of the organization and being in a position of power and authority, like you was talking about, they got a plan in place. I think Kirk got a little bit left in the tank, so he'll be able to be sufficient enough for him to learn the program and be able to step in. I think he'll have a seamless transition because of who's running that organization now with Tom, and Kirk also being an intelligent quarterback that started for over a decade in the league. There's a lot of experience between them two guys, trying to teach him what he needs to know. And honestly, he seemed like the kind of kid that's not ashamed to learn. They talk about his film study, his preparation, everything like that. So I think he in good hands. Even though the Raiders are notoriously ass, I think for him personally, his personal development is in good hands.
Okay, but as far as the Suns, series go, man, Mike, what are your thoughts on the Suns and the officiating that's been going on within the series? And if you think it's anything else you want to expand upon, go ahead.
The officiating has been ass. Devin Booker was right, but Devin Booker is also. Like I said, I made a post last night. I watched that game, bro, and I'm watching. I watched 7 straight possessions of niggas come down and chuck, and Devin Booker didn't touch the ball, let alone shoot it. Like it didn't touch his hand. And I'm like, how is your best player not involved in the action, time after time after time? Like I don't understand that. And then you get to the box score at the end of the game. He was efficient. He only took 14 shots. He was 7 for 14. You got Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green both taking 23 shots apiece. Ain't no way in here. Either one of them niggas should be shooting more than Devin Booker in any lifetime on any basketball court at all. I don't care if niggas at the peak of their powers. Either one of them niggas is better than him. And so he got to be more assertive, but they got to do a better job. Whoever their coach is, bro, got to do a better job of getting Devin Booker involved. Too many times he coming down court and he just not in the action, bro, and it's ridiculous. Officiating has been ass, honestly, and I don't know. It ain't even just so much the foul bait and shit. That's it's just in general, bro. Like it's obvious flopping and shit going on at different times throughout the game, and they just don't seem interested. It's almost like they've predetermined this shit is over, and they're refing like this shit is over. Like it don't matter the game. It's over. It's over. It don't matter. And that's how they refing this shit. To be honest, Oklahoma City is clearly the better team. They don't need the extra help. Like they don't. And so when you do shit like that, like Devin Booker was saying, it's bad for the game. It just make this shit look bad. We already fight the uphill battle. We playing the best team in the league over the last 2, 3 years. And then y'all giving these niggas damn near every fucking call on the planet. Can't do that.
Right. The pick is in for the Jets as it stands right now, too, gentlemen. They took less than a minute to actually make their selection. So whoever they got on the board, they was pretty certain they was going to take.
They were saying it was gonna be David Bailey, but we'll see.
But as far as my thoughts go, OKC Thunder and the Suns and the referee in general, I've said this before, bro. Like I feel as if that the worst officiating crews that we could come across in any major league sport to me is the NBA officials. I genuinely feel that way, and that says a lot. We don't see umpires in baseball make some egregious calls. We don't see the referees in the NFL make horrible calls that Stevie Wonder could have made. We don't see hell. We even don't see people throughout hockey just blatantly ignore people getting uppercutted or jabbed in the middle of games. But at the end of the day, bro, when you talk about NBA officials, it's just so many mishaps and just downright egregiously bad calls too far often to not say it's them. Like with NFL and these other sports, you can point to instances, right? You can point to specific games and years, right? In the NBA, bro, it seems like it's always every year, every season, it's gonna always be at least a handful of games where you just see something downright terrible, and it just happens too far often, bro. Well, the pick is in though. Let's see what Goodell got for us, fellas. Hello. Oh, the Jets did take David Bailey. I guess Mike was right.
No shock there.
And unfortunately, my boy Arvell Reese might be getting ready to be a Cardinal.
Alvaro Reese being a Cardinal. I mean, they need it, but their defense honestly not bad. But what's your thoughts on the Reese? What do you think of
Um, like I said, man, it's you're bringing in a standout defensive player that's gonna help with AG's system. Um, it's supposed to be his masterclass. He's supposed to be a defensive aficionado, so I do think going heavily defense in this draft is going to be, what they're going to be focused on because they're going to try to build a culture. Because I don't think they're taking the quarterback in this draft. I think they're going to get whatever they can out of Brady Cook while they're building the team around. So I do think they're going best defensive talent, which is AG strong too, like I said. So they're probably going to build from opposite side forward because they do have a couple young tackles on the offensive line, a couple young guards that were pretty solid.
good, man?
Say it again.
The offensive line actually good.
Yeah, they got a couple solid young tackles, solid young guards down there. So I do think they're going to go defensive heavy, and they're going to try to build this team defensive oriented. The way AG would like to do things, and I do think offense will come along. Because they do have Garrett Wilson, Adonai Mitchell, for what it's worth. The tight end, I forgot the tight end they have. Isn't that Jason Taylor's son, the tight end that they have?
Yeah, Mason Taylor.
Yeah, he's pretty nice too. So they have pieces. I do think they'll be looking next year for a quarterback. Maybe they're in the what's his guy name? The Arch Manning sweepstakes. You never know. So I like the pick. I just hope that they put him in position to succeed. I hope this isn't like just that we're just taking him just because he's a hot commodity. I hope they really have a plan for him, bro, because he's a special player. I do think he, I do think he can be one of those ones in this league, bro.
Okay. If you had to make a pro comparison, who you think he reminds you of?
It's it's kind of tricky, bro, because he's not like, I wouldn't say he's a hybrid, but I don't see him as like predominantly elite in one thing, if you get me. Um come back to me, bro. Come back to me. I'm thinking, bro. Come back to me.
All right, that's cool. But for me, my thoughts on the pick. Listen, it's a good pick. David Bailey, good player. To be honest, I wasn't as high on him as other guys are, but I still think he's a damn good player. I still think he's going to come in and make an impact and be their best edge rusher. And for my money, if I had to give a pro comparison, I mean, I don't know if you agree with this or not, but to me, he reminds me a lot of Josh Hines Allen. I mean, he plays with a high motor. He's good at center edge. He's a damn good bull rusher. I think that's his best pass rusher move. I think he can simply just overpower the guy across from him and just get to the quarterback. I think he plays with a lot of closing speed. I think he's athletic. But the thing that reminds me of Josh Hines Allen is not just the pros but the cons. I think that our discipline needs to be better. I think he get caught in the backfield far too much and get caught on fakes far too much. He needs to definitely work on, in my opinion, setting the edge a little better because he has all the tools to do so. But I think he does need to get better at setting the edge. And I think he does have the potential to be that league leading sack guy because he's that good and that explosive coming off. Pause. That was crazy. But at the end of the day, I still think he's one of those ones who is a supreme talent. I just think the technique and the fundamentals have to equate and equal to that as well. So I think it's a good pick. Aaron Glenn, like you said, he's a defensive guy. That's what he got hired for. He's supposed to be a defensive guru, defensive-minded coach. So we'll see, man. If he can hone in those skills and develop that talent, then we'll see.
Yeah, like I do, like back to the comp, I do see somewhat of a, I see like a little better D Ford when I look at him, bro. Like I said, I don't see anything that's, generational to be a number 2 pick, but I do think the risk, I mean, the reward will outweigh the risk, honestly. I do think he's immensely talented. I do think, with AG being that defensive mind, he can actually, try and get the most out of him. Pause. But yeah, man, I do see like a D Ford, or I don't know if you remember, bro, back in '08, you remember for Purdue, Cliff Averill?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah, bro. I see somewhat like of a Cliff Averill D Ford.
Yeah, Cliff ever played for the Seahawks, man.
Kind of, so that's like, just off the top of my head, bro, like what I can really like, just see off first glance, bro. But it all depends on, like I said, if they're gonna use him as what they drafted him to be, or is this just like you know, because he seems like an Aaron Glenn type of guy, bro. He seems like the type of guy he go after, bro.
Okay. Mike, what's your thoughts on the pick, bro? What you got? You got anything with that? I don't know if he did or not. But the pick is in for the Cardinals. There's a lot of guys that's about to be flying off the board, it seems like. Because a lot of, like I told y'all on the last pod, bro, a lot of these guys already know who's going to go. So they know they got their draft boards set up, man. So the Cardinals already got their pick in. They ain't taking no more than 30 seconds for their guys. So who you think the pick here is, Breeze?
I mean, bro, they already sent the notification to my phone, bro.
Oh, for real? That's
Yeah.
Arvell Reese, isn't it?
Nah, I think it's Love, if I'm not mistaken.
They got Jeremiah Love?
I think so, bro. I think.
Oh, but I did not see. Hey,
You don't have a Bleacher Report, or
I got ESPN. I'm getting these, but they did get Jeremiah Love. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a little shocked by that, bro. Because James Carter been doing them justice. I know he's been battling injuries and he's getting older. They just drafted a young guy last season. Well, last draft.
what's his name? I forgot his name.
Uh I forgot, dog. But I know they just drafted him because he was the same one that fumbled before the end zone.
Mm-hmm. And he been pretty solid other than that stupid mistake.
Yeah, so that's actually shocking. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, that really surprised the hell out of me. I just knew they was gonna take Arvell Reese. Well, what you think of the pick, bro?
I'm confused, just like you, bro. Like I think there's more to worry about than running back for them. Honestly, I really do think it's more that they should have worried about, especially in the division that they're in, bro. Like
Yeah,
look at who they're looking up against, bro. The 49ers, the Rams, and the Seahawks, bro. I don't think a running back is going to make that much of a difference at this stage of the game for them, bro. I really think they should have tried to shore up unless they're tanking, bro. But I really do think they should have tried to shore up the defense, bro.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy. I don't even know what to say about the pick for real, bro. Like, cause I love the player. I think Jeremiah Love is arguably the best player in this draft. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's that good. And when I watch him play, bro, he just reminds me. Honestly, this may be a stretch, but he just reminds me of he reminds me of a little bit shiftier Marshawn Lynch. Like he runs with power. He's good shoulder pad level, shifty. You know, good out the back. He's a better receiving back than what Marshawn Lynch was, but Marshawn Lynch was a damn good receiving back than what people give him credit for. And I just think overall, Jeremiah Love is a more talented running back, but his running style reminds me of Marshawn Lynch. And truth be told, bro, I mean, I think he could be special, but I did not think the Cardinals would take him at third overall. I thought he was for sure going to at least the Titans, but you know they got him a good player, bro. They got him a really good player, so I can't say too much about it. I would have went a different direction if I was them, like how you just said, but you
It's
can't.
like what the fuck, man? Like that was like I can see if they were the Cardinals, like they had their guy at quarterback, like if they had a Cam Ward or something, like you can pair them together. But who the fuck is the quarterback for the Cardinals right now?
I mean, they'll get as good as mine.
Jacoby?
I think it still would be Jacoby Brissett, but I just don't see. I just don't understand why taking a running back here. I mean, unless this means James Conner's as good as gone. I think he's going to get cut if traded or something. But at this point, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like I said, they got a good player. I can't say they didn't get a good player, but I just think, like how you said, man, it was a lot more needs to be addressed than just running back. This isn't a situation where you just drafting best available. You're a top 3 pick. Like, I mean, I don't know. That hey, I guess, bro. I guess.
Definitely a head scratcher, man.
So we got our, so far that is the what the hell pick. So, because I really ain't see that coming, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I really didn't. And if Gino's still here, Gino, you got your wish, my boy. I guess the media did steer the Cardinals away from taking Jeremiah Love. Like how a lot of people try to make it seem like it was crazy for taking the running back that high.
Hey, I'm just glad he's not in my division, dog.
Oh yeah, he's a dog. He's a dog. He's definitely a dog. We're gonna see how it work out with the Cardinals though. But what do you think about him as a pro though, bro? Who does he remind you of? Anyone you could draw comparisons to?
I agree with the take that you had with the Marshawn Lynch. I do see like as far as that barreling ball style, bro. If you remember CJ Anderson
Oh yeah,
when he came back for the Rams, bro. That playoff run was
yeah,
mythical, dog.
yeah. He
That
was
was
damn,
legendary.
but he was damn good with the Broncos too, man.
Yeah,
Like
but just that not being afraid of contact, just like and it's not like like how guys will run to contact, but it's like they're stalled by contact.
yeah,
Like
they
these guys are like barreling people over, like
yeah
they're like literally locomotives, bro. Like the feet don't stop churning, like no nothing, bro. I'm genuinely impressed with it, bro. So yeah, I agree with the Marshawn Lynch take, but I do see a lot of like the CJ Anderson running style in his game, bro. But like I said, the sky is the limit for him because he is pretty good catching the ball out the backfield as well.
yeah.
So, bro, the sky is the limit for him, bro. I do think production wise, you can expect maybe some I'm not saying he's gonna be, Bijan or CMC, but I think they can use him in that role, to get the ball out of Jacoby's hands quicker. Because
because he's that same talent back. He's that for sure.
Because Arizona, what the fuck, man?
I mean, I get it from the standpoint of them building up a young core of talent because they got some pretty good. Michael Wilson emerged last season for them. You hoping Marvin Harrison Jr. can become what you think he could become. You got Trey McBride, and now you got Jeremiah Love. So you got you a damn good young core of talent, pass catchers and playmakers.
Bro, the Titans took Carnell Tate, bro.
I knew that was. Oh my god! I knew they was about to take Carnell Tate, bro. I swear to Breeze on my mama. I swear to God, right now. The moment I see Jeremiah Love go to the Cardinals, I just knew they was gonna take Carnell Tate, bro. I swear to God, I knew they was gonna take him. I'm not gonna lie to you, boy. It's not looking too good for you in that division right now.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't tripping about it. You know why? I ain't really tripping about it, brother.
Why?
I ain't really tripping.
Why?
Because Cam's still gonna be running for his life, man.
Nah, yeah, for sure. They gotta improve the offensive line. But I'm not gonna lie, dog. Last season, them pass catchers was failing him. Cause he was throwing some heaters and they just couldn't catch him.
He definitely. I think the synergy between the two wasn't there either. I don't think they. It looks like they don't have the wavelength together.
Yeah, the chemistry.
It looks like he was expecting one thing and the receivers are expecting another thing. But that's to expect, man, when you're playing with a rookie quarterback. But I do like the receiving room they have, man. Carnell Tate.
They got Carnell Tate, Wandale Robinson, and Calvin Ridley now.
And Alec Alamena. You remember I was hired of him coming out of I think that was Stanford. Yeah, I was hired of him coming out of Stanford after he torched after he torched Travis, bro. I was like, yeah, bro, Buddy gonna be one of the ones, bro.
I remember. Mike, I know this your guy, man. What you think of Carnell Tate going to the Titans, bro?
I wasn't expecting that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought they would go consolidate head coach. They go defense, maybe Sonny Styles. But I mean, I'm happy for him. He'll get the ball for sure because Cam Ward gonna throw that motherfucker. So happy for Cam that'll help him out, and I'm happy for Carnell. So.
All right, well, so let me ask you this, Mike. I know you played close attention to him. You played for your Buckeyes, bro. So you had to make a pro comparison. Who
Say again?
I said, if you had to make a pro comparison, who you think he plays similar to? He froze? I think that boy froze. Yeah, I think he froze. He ain't moved. But what about you, Breeze? You got anything? Who you think he remind you of?
Other than being disappointed, bro, because I don't want to see my ops win. But I do see a hybrid, bro. I see if like Chris Olave and T. Higgins were merged together, bro. That's what I see, bro. I see a very good route runner and a damn good deep threat, bro. But shit, man, I'm disappointed, bro. Cause like I said, I don't want to see my ops succeed, man. I don't. But hey, I'm happy for the young guy, man. I'm happy for him, man. And the Giants just took Reese, man.
Arvell Reese?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they trying to have the greatest defense ever assembled. I ain't gonna lie, they needed that though. But my thoughts on Carnell Tate before I go to Arvell Reese. Not gonna lie, bro. For me personally, if I had to make a pro comparison, I swear to God, I was gonna say T. Higgins too. I just think he's a better pure technician than what T. Higgins is. But he plays the game almost identical to T. Higgins. Like the 50-50 jump ball ability, the ability to go over the top of the defense, whether it's, you feel me, out jumping this guy or beating him just off pure speed, athleticism, he can do that. And to be honest with you, he's a guy who can run every route tree. I mean, every route in the route tree. Like, he's that good, bro. And that's what kind of held T. Higgins back because he isn't that good of a route runner or a technician. Carnell Tate is. So you put a route tree with T. Higgins' game consistently, hey, that's what you get. So it could be scary times, man. But Arvell Reese for the Giants, I mean, much needed position. They needed a linebacker. He's a guy who also put his hand in the dirt. I know they got a lot of guys on that front four already that have to split times and snaps. So I expect him to be more off the ball than anything. But Breeze, what's your thoughts on the Arvell Reese pick?
I said, man, hey, before we, I do want to mention, T, you remember a while back what I said about the Giants, man? They got a chance to turn this shit around, dog.
Yeah, I remember.
Remember, bro, I just, I just like, I think I should play the lotto, bro, because this shit don't be making no sense sometimes. How I just be spot on with this shit, bro. I just be like, it don't make no sense, man. But I do want to say, bro, coming out of college, bro, I see another Micah Parsons, man. Now, would he be Micah Parsons? I don't know, but I do see the ability, the bendiness, the twitchiness, the versatility, the flexibility. I see it. It's all there, bro. Literally. But being on the Giants, Abdul Carter, you got so much. The Giants are just like, I don't know, they're just like trying to build defensive depth or anything, bro. But that team is stacked on the defensive end, bro, as far as like front seven and the linebacker core is gonna go, bro. But I'm really interested to see like what they plan to do, bro, because they're bringing back Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors coming back, Cam Scatterboo's coming back. Hopefully they shore up that offensive line a little more. Maybe look for another skill position in tight end. And who's to say that, bro, the Giants won't be fighting this year?
As they're likely.
I'm saying, like, you always use another tight end, bro.
Yeah.
Even if it's late, like maybe 6-7 round, bro, you can always use another tight end, bro. And Isaiah Likely, I think he's going to benefit a lot too because he's a very good blocker, bro. So I think if they do want to put Dart out and let him run an option or let him break for a little bit, I do think that's going to be crazy, bro. So I'm excited to see what it's going to do. It's all on Harbaugh, man. And the Browns traded with the Chiefs, bro.
See what the fuck I'm talking about, bro?
Hey, Mike, did I say the prophecy will be fulfilled, bro? The revolution shall be televised, man.
Because that's some Cleveland Browns ass shit. Y'all need everything. Why the fuck would you trade anything with them niggas, bro?
The Browns traded back 3 spots for an extra 5th rounder and an extra 3rd rounder. So they got number 9, number 74,
I'm finna call the league office myself, bro.
And the Chiefs got number 6, bro.
Hey,
They finna take Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs. Watch, bro.
I'm not surprised at all by the move. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean,
why the fuck? So you picked up a 5th rounder and a fucking 3rd? Is that this year?
Yeah, this year.
They some fucking idiots, bro.
I had a feeling the Chiefs was gonna find a way to work their way up into the draft. I'm not surprised at all, to be honest with y'all boys. But as far as Arvell Reese pick goes, I think the Giants are getting a damn good player. I completely agree with your assessment, Breeze. I think he reminds me a lot of what Micah Parsons is. But I think he's going to be asked to play off the ball more than what Micah is at this point. I think Micah could play off the ball and be successful at that. I think that's what Arvell Reese will show because they're both athletic freaks, can run like gazelles, rush the passer, play pretty good in coverage. So you're getting a guy who can do everything that you need. So
they overly loaded now, bro. Because you still got unless they plan on trading Thibodeau because you drafted Carter last year. I still got Kayvon, and now you done took Reese. Like
I think they're gonna trade Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the odd man out. It's unfortunate.
He gotta be, bro, because there's no way you can keep all 3.
He's not a bad player by any means.
No, he's not. 3rd or 4th round pick, I'll give you something. That's not it.
Breaking up bad, bro. You breaking up bad. But let's see. The picks came in for the Chiefs yet, Breeze, or nah?
Nah, not yet, bro.
All right. Cause mine's still behind this streaming boy. But anyways, man, so let's talk a little basketball until the Chiefs made their pick. So we're gonna discuss a little bit about what I've been hearing from different teams in regards to not just the NBA right now, but in terms of what the playoffs have been as a whole. And essentially, a lot of people are not really entertained, it seems, to be by the playoffs and what has transpired thus far. And my thing is, I'm trying to figure out why people not entertained by the games. Because I mean, I get the first set of games were not pretty by any means, right? The Magic went out there, surprised the Pistons, but outside of that, you pretty much just had washes across the board.
Mm.
And I just feel as if people they overestimate how well some of these teams are playing in the playoffs sometimes. Remember, I told you this, bro. There's a lot of teams I got to see it to believe it from. I said this about the Pistons. I said this about, excuse me. I said this about the Spurs, even though despite the fact I know the Spurs are good, but they're young, bro. Like they're young, and I got to see them actually go out and make these things happen. And we got to see, bro. We got to see. But what are you what has been your personal thoughts on the playoffs so far, though, Breeze?
I think just me because maybe I'm a basketball fan. I haven't really been disappointed. Usually, usually this is what happens, but I do think a lot of things are swayed because of the play-in tournament. Because like a lot of teams that you would say shouldn't be in the playoffs went on a Cinderella run and won in the play-in to make the playoffs. Like, for example, I do think in the East, I do think people would have rather seen maybe Philly against Detroit because Philly is a high octane offense and Detroit is like a high octane defense. So it's like you're battling two and two, like you're battling fire with fire versus just a high octane defense in Detroit just battling against just an inconsistent Magic team. I do think the Hornets and the Celtics, bombs over Baghdad, threes all day. People would have loved to seen that. So I just think the play-in tournament, really, skews some of the matchups that people will want to see. But just I'm not really surprised by it because a lot of people watch basketball to be entertained, bro. They're not really fans of the game. I can really say I'm a fan of the game, bro. Like I love basketball. That's why I think I also love WNBA as well because I love the fundamentalness of basketball. I love the blank structure of it. A lot of people they say they can't watch WNBA because it's not amusing, but it's more fundamental and more technical than actual men's basketball. Why? Because they don't have the athleticism. So they can't just, hey, fucking when in doubt, I'm gonna dunk from the free throw line, none of that shit. No, they have to play chess in a sense. So when you see a bunch of screens and pin downs and different zones and different horn actions and different play calls, we're gonna run China actions and Russian actions. Like we're gonna run a bunch of different plays and schemes and stuff. For someone who actually enjoys the game, it's very interesting. So I haven't been disappointed, but I do understand why people would have been disappointed because of the matchups. I do think the matchups were poorly set. Like like I said, bro, like the matchup with Detroit and Philly would have been much better versus the Magic and Detroit. And the Celtics and Hornets would have been much better than the Celtics and Philly, bro. Just speaking it out of example.
Right, I agree. I definitely think, for the most part, that for me, it hasn't been not entertaining. I can see why people haven't liked it because everything that has transpired, whether it's been blowouts, whether it's been the bad officiating, whether it's been players not performing up to a standard or up to par what you thought they could. The fact of the matter remains is this, though, man. At the end of the day, the players are going to make the impacts on the games ultimately, and they're going to be the reason why these teams 9 out of 10 times win and lose a game. And if you watch basketball, like how you stated, my boy, for the sake of the game and not just the storylines and to be entertained by said storylines or narratives, then you should be fine. But that just comes with the territory. At the end of the day, it is a business. It is one of those, you feel me, things that you still have to have best of both worlds in order for the ratings and things of that nature for the product to still look like it's still valuable. But the pick is in for the Chiefs.
Yeah, they took Mansoor. Wow,
Oh,
they took a corner. Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. After they got rid of
McDuffie and they lost Watson too.
yeah, not bad.
Mansour Delane. I mean, I don't think they needed it. I don't know. Now the Browns don't look like that big of idiots because I don't think they needed to trade up to take him. But hey, they got their guy. They found their guy. Someone who they had a lot of faith in apparently because they did trade up to get him. The thing I would say about the Chiefs, they seem to breed and just dish out corners like no other franchise in the league right now because it seems like every corner that lines up for them can play in some
Yeah,
capacity. Whether
yeah,
it's Darius Sneed, whether it was Watson, whether it was this Trent McDuffie not too long ago, whoever you want to name, bro. Like
yeah.
dudes,
Charvarius Ward. Yeah.
it's a various war for sure. So it's like, hey, take your pick, man. So what's your thoughts on the pick, Breeze? What you got?
I do think with this pick, I think what they did was they just went by like you said, like they're just like, they're very good at picking corners. I do think they have a very good hobby of picking corners that they don't really have to develop. Like they pick established corners that they can just plug in and play instantly. And that's what I think I do think this Mansour kid is like a really just plug in and play. Like he reminds me a lot of like a Kamari Lassiter, like a Quinyon Mitchell type of corner, bro. Like, I don't really see him I don't really see him need to be developed, bro. It looks like he can come in and be a day one starter and a day one contributor, brother. Like I really don't see like okay, we have to build him or nothing. Like I really think he is what he is at this point, bro. I think he can be a damn good corner. He's very technical. The technique is there, the athleticism is there. I really think he's a great plug in and play corner, like a right now corner. Like he's not a project, something they have to develop down the line. I do think it was a really good pick, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was a good pick. I think he is a solid corner. I think he is for me, for my money, if I had to take a comparison, I think he reminds me a little bit of I want to say from just his instinctive play, like his play style, he reminds me of Derek Stingley, but in AJ Terrell's like kind of frame. Like he reminds me of that because I think he's way more instinctive than what AJ Terrell was, but his game reminds me of AJ Terrell. Like the length, you feel me, the ability to move in and out his hips and flip his hips fluidly, watching the quarterback eyes actually be right on more often than not he is wrong. And the fact that he's athletic enough to pretty much compete with any receiver that come across from him. So I think it's a damn good pick, and I think it's a damn good situation he's going to go to because, like I said, I think the Chiefs, the last couple of years have shown that if they're going to do anything, they will produce good corner play, and it's good for him, bro. Like he's going into an opportunity of a lifetime. So congratulations to him. But
Like I said, bro, it looks like they just draft corners that don't really need that much work. It looks like they just draft corners that are like instantly ready. Like you know how they say like their teams like for example, who's like they say the Packers draft damn good quarterbacks. Like they're like literally like the gold standard when it comes to drafting quarterbacks because between Favre and Rodgers and Jordan and Love, bro, they didn't miss. And this is over like a 30-year period, bro. They didn't miss. Like, you know how hard it is? Look at my fucking Colts, bro. We're going on year what of just keep plugging, bro. Like, I think when it comes to that, Kansas City is like the gold standard of like drafting defensive backs that are ready. Like, they didn't have to put any type of like serious time or effort into developing, corners that they have, bro. And I think that's really great, bro. Really.
okay, yeah, I agree with you, man. The Commanders selection is in. Let's see what the Commanders do. What the pick is here, bro?
Yeah, they took I just saw the notification. They took the other linebacker from Ohio State, Sonny Styles, I think.
Sonny Styles. Okay, I can see. I was about to say it's either going to be Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles for them because that defense doesn't need any help they could get, honestly. But what's your thoughts on the pick, bro?
Bobby Wagner on his last leg, man. They needed some damn linebacker help, bro. They
Yeah,
really
outside of Louvu, outside of Frankie Louvu, they ain't got nothing. So
so it was a dire need right there, man. And you're bringing in a young guy who, like I said, they're looking at him like another culture mover, bro. Like he's one of those guys that can come in and instantly have an impact. So I'm not mad at the pick at all. Honestly, I do love the direction they went in, but we can both agree, bro. They got a lot of work to do, bro. Because it's gonna be the same thing with Cincinnati, bro. After a while, because your quarterback ain't that durable, man. He ain't that durable, bro. He's showing to be 5 what? I think he's like 6'1" or maybe 6 foot.
Yeah.
In 185 pounds, bro. He's showing he's not that durable, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I think Sonny Styles pick, like I said, I said with Tennessee. I mean, not Tennessee, with Cincinnati. Don't get me wrong, bro. Like at the end of the day, you needed the help on the defensive side. You need to get you a difference maker. If you feel like you got you a difference maker, I can't be upset with the pick. You just got, like how you said, it's an uphill battle, bro. Like you're in a tough division. The Cowboys, for however you want to feel about them, they're gonna compete. They're gonna compete in the games. The Giants seem to be trending in the right direction. We'll see. And you got the Eagles, who, for what it's worth, seem to always win that division these days, and they're immensely talented. So at the end of the day, bro, I just think Sonny Styles is going to come in and provide a much, much needed defensive prowess and just overall breath of fresh air on that side of the ball, bro. Because they just have, like I said, outside of Frankie Louvu, they ain't got nothing, man. I mean, I'm just not overly impressed by anything on their defense. I mean, the secondary is okay, I guess. I know Marshawn Lattimore didn't work out the way they thought he would. I know that they have some young guys in the secondary that got better as the season went on, but they needed linebacker play, and they needed it terribly. They needed it bad. So going out against Sonny Styles, who you can possibly mold into an all-pro caliber player, I'm here for it, bro. I am. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to him for sure. But this is a guy who I think can come in and be probably their best defensive player by the end of this year.
For sure. I do say, like I said, man, they're like right now it looks like they're just drafting players that are like immediate, like come in and let's get to it, guys. Like I'm glad that they're not drafting any projects, because there's a lot of talent in this draft. But for these top picks, bro, you need to get necessities, bro. No fucking projects. Don't pull no Colts, Anthony Richardson shit, bro. Fuck that. Get guys that you can draft and rely on, bro. Like, please.
Right, I agree. Especially when you talk about defensive players and defensive talent, because rarely you see defensive players get taken to be developed the next year or two. Now you see them guys come in and play day one, and they expect day one results. So
For real, man. Only way you doing that shit is if you see like a generational. I mean, like maybe a linebacker running a 4-3. That's some shit like that. Like maybe you're like, okay, maybe I can take this and develop them, because I do think playing defense is easier to learn than actually playing like quarterback. The way they take quarterbacks to develop, I do think you can develop quicker in that respect. But I'm glad, bro, that I'm just over the project picks, bro. I'm over it, bro.
yeah, I bet. I bet you are,
bro. Fuck you, bro.
Hey, bro, you the one that made the comparison, bro.
I'm over it, dog.
You made the comparison. I bet you are.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like that Taylor Green kid, bro. It's the same thing, bro. People, oh my God, he's 6'5", he runs a 4.4, and he has a rocket of an arm, and we've seen this. We've seen Joe Milton. We've seen Anthony Richardson. We've seen Trey Lance. We've seen these guys, bro.
Yeah, you're right. But look, we got the Saints on the board next, bro. What you think the Saints do here, man? What you think they go?
I'm not sure, bro. Are they gonna look for Alvin Kamara's next? Are they gonna look for Alvin Kamara's replacement? I know. What's the defense? What's the guy's name? He's on the D line. Is it Cam Jordan or Cam Hayward? Cam Jordan. Right?
It's Cam Jordan.
Yeah, I keep mixing the Cams up, but Cam Jordan, I know the writing's on the wall for him. I know they just got rid of Taysom Hill. Are they gonna look for another? Are they gonna look for another? Gadget guy, the way that what's the coordinator's name that he came from the Eagles?
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, are they going to look for something for his type of system? Because it's a bunch of shit that they can fill in. Are they thinking about, let's start shopping around Olave. Let's get his replacement here because we can't keep dealing with the concussions if we want to move forward. Like, it's a bunch of shit I feel like they can do. But I do think, bro, I said they go receiver, bro. I do think just because the health concerns for Chris Olave, bro, like the concussions are starting to pile up. And it's nothing against him as a player, bro. It's just like, how locked in can you be on a player with concussions like that, bro?
Okay.
So I think they can go receiver, honestly.
I mean, I get why you say that. If they were to go receiver, I think Mekhi Lemon would be the best available. It was arguable for a lot of people whether him or Tate was the receiver one of this draft class. But I think they take best available, bro. Because I think now you're entering those picks of players where you get like the 8 to like 15 range. You pretty much the clear-cut best players in the draft are going to be pretty much done. They're going to be gone. So now I think you're getting to a point where it's like you're taking best available. Well, you're still, again, a very, very good player. But it's probably not the guy who you have wanted to fall to you or wanted to be where you were because, he's probably gone top 5 or something like that. So, to me, I think the pick here is going to be either be Caleb Downs or I think they're going to take them one of these left tackles, bro. Like whether it's my boy from whether it's the tackle from Utah, whether it's the tackle from Miami, we'll see. But, I mean, hell, they could take what's the edge from Miami? I forgot his name. Brian something.
No.
Bain,
You talking about Ruben Bain?
Yeah, Ruben Bain. You're right. Ruben Bain Jr. I forgot. But I could see them going that direction too because, like how you said, Cam Jordan is getting up there in age. He's not getting younger. But I think they could go either way, bro. I think they have a plethora of options right now. But I just think they're going to go with what they believe is best available. The pick is in, though, so we just wait to see what they're going to say. But in the meantime, while we wait on that, what are your thoughts, Breeze, on your Celtics dropping game 2 to the Sixers, bro? Are you worried at all in any way of capacity?
Well, it's what we do. Remember, I said we're probably gonna take it in 5 or 6, bro. We religiously drop game 2s. I do think we needed a game like that. I think the front running they did at the end of the game really it really rubbed them the wrong way. Like you can see Joe Mazzulla didn't really fuck with that. Like, it's you guys are up like what 13, 15, it's a minute left. You guys want to step back threes and drive to the lane. Okay, cool. Don't worry about it. So next game, I expect us to, next game come out on fire, bro. And I expect us to close this in 5, bro. Honestly.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think anything of it either. I think.
Hey, I told you, man. Saints took receiver. They took Tyson.
Oh, they took Tyson. Okay.
I told you, bro.
I'm not surprised at it. Like I said, I could see them take receiver. I could have seen them go in any direction, honestly. Because, like I said, this is where you start taking what you think is best available. So you look at your draft board, you say, okay, who's left? This is what we got to grade on this guy, and that's who we're going to take. I think that's what you start to do. But Jordan Tyson, I mean, what you think, bro? What you think of the pick?
Well, number one, like I said, I do think the writing's on the wall for Chris Olave, bro. I want to see how it goes. Like, I do want to see like how it goes because if they keep Olave, right, now you have 2 guys who are like very technically savvy when it comes to route running. Like when I look at Tyson, bro, he reminds me you from the crib, so you'll appreciate it, bro. He reminds me like, bro, a lot of Amari, bro. Like a lot, bro. Like just the surgical route running, bro. Like, but of course you can never have too many receivers that run route like at that level. But do you keep Olave and not let Tyson be that number 1? Because bro, arguably he looks like the most pro-ready receiver in the draft, bro. He looks like he's ready to just come day one and get it cracking, bro. Honestly. So are you going to keep Olave and let Olave, like, let it be a 1A, 1B situation? Or are you going to see what you can get for Olave and then you just, go all in on Tyson, who's younger, a lot cheaper? The durability is not a question because that can be another thing in the future that messes up the team chemistry. Like, just if Olave gets hurt and he's out for maybe 3-4 weeks in concussion protocol, now you're fucking up the rhythm of the team. You get me? You're pushing your wide receiver 2 to number 1. And when Olave comes back, now he's back to number 2. So I do think it's going to be interesting to see what they do, bro. If I was them, I really would. I would offload Olave, bro. I would try to package him up, try to, see what I can get for this draft, and try to go maybe another running back later on, or see if I can find some, quality depth. And the Giants got downs, by the way, and yeah, bro. So I think they do that, bro. I think the writing's on the wall for Olave, man.
Okay, I mean, I can see them. I can see them going that direction, but I don't think that's the direction they're going to go because I think Kellen Moore is the type of offensive guy who wants to receive on one options. Hey, there's a receiver one option, or they want a guy who can consistently. They want two guys who can consistently, any given game, beat you over the top or consistently be pass catchers who just are matchup nightmares. He's had that since the Eagles, the Cowboys. This is just who he is, bro. And I think that's what he wants to build his foundation on. He wants to have that high powered, over the top, high flying type of offense. So I don't really see it going that way. I wouldn't be surprised by it due to the injuries and the concussions and things of that nature. So I wouldn't be shocked at all if they went that direction. But as far as Jordan Tyson go as a player, I mean, I love the Amari Cooper comparison, bro. I do. But another direction I want to go just in terms of a bigger, not like a TO kind of guy, but he's a guy who reminds me a little bit of what we thought Jerry Jeudy could have been. And I'm not saying Jerry Jeudy to play as he is now, but Jerry Jeudy, what he was coming out of Alabama. The route runner, the savviness, the deep threat ability, the guy who, you feel me, if it's one-on-one, you're going to the ball, throwing the ball towards, who's going to win the matchup. The fundamentals are there. The technique is there. The high pointing catching, those things are all there. So he has extreme number one potential ability. He's coming in. He's going to be paired with another all-pro receiver. So Tyler Shook may be the winner of the draft right now because he got two damn good receivers if they do hold on to Chris Olave. But yeah, man, it's looking good for Tyler Shook and Kellen Moore right now. But Mike, what you got, bro? What's your thoughts on the pick?
I get one to go offense, but I'd have took the best defender. I'd have probably took Caleb Downs, just because even though Tyson has the ability that you spoke of, his injury history is concerning, and like even now he's still recovering. Like he's not 100% right now, even at draft night. So you're gonna start the season with him recovering while also ramping up to another level of football with the NFL game. And I just think that's a dicey situation. But I mean, if he can stay healthy, dog. But I just would have took the sure thing, knowing that this draft is heavy, receiver wise. There's so much depth at that position, so I wouldn't have taken it. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
I mean, yeah, the injuries are a concern. The same thing I said with Olave, and that's why I don't think they'll more than likely not move on from Olave because you
No, you
can't
can't.
you can't never have too many good receivers in this league today. So
You need at least two at this point. I mean, but again, like I said, with the depth at receiver in this draft, you take the best defensive player and you don't look back. Because what do you have on your defense? Nothing. Best player on your defense right now, not even being funny, is Chase Young. So that ain't really saying much.
I mean, Spencer Fanu going to the Browns. Hey man, good pick. I think Spencer Fanu, like I told y'all, hey, he arguably is the best tackle in this draft. It's between it was between him and the tackle from Georgia, but
So are the Giants about to get Reese and down? Because that's what it seemed like.
I mean,
And that'll be crazy.
I think Breeze said they took downs.
I thought it said they took downs.
I didn't see it. I just came upstairs and said they had just took Fano. the Cleveland pick was in. I hadn't seen nothing else. But my live stream of the draft could be a little bit behind. So
Yeah, mine definitely is. But what you think of the Spencer Final draft, though, Mike? What you got for that, bro?
I mean, you got to protect your quarterback. So I mean, I ain't mad at it. I felt they could have went a bunch of ways with that pick, but they went with what they felt was the best, which is to protect their quarterback. It seemed like Todd Monken believes in either Shador or maybe Deshaun Watson at some point. Don't really know which of the two, but either way it goes, you got to keep them upright. So I'm not mad at that pick. So we'll see what happens.
What you got on the Breeze? What you think of the pick?
I ain't mad at it, man. We saw what happened last year. We saw that, if you're going to try to build something, you need to start in the trenches. And right now, defense isn't a worry for the Browns because that defense is stout, spearheaded by Myles Garrett. So you need to protect Shador, and you got some damn good pieces on the offensive end, but you need to start with that line, bro. So especially in the division where you got Trey Hendrickson, fucking.
Oh, the Giants they take Caleb Downs. They
Oh, I
took.
thought we were talking about the Browns. My bad. We talking about the Browns, right?
No, I'm saying the Giants didn't take Caleb Downs. They took Francis Montgomery.
Yeah, my bad.
Whoa.
My bad.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. With him and Andrew Thomas healthy, if Andrew Thomas healthy, and you pairing them two to be your two
Hey,
tackle,
the Giants secondary is dog shit. You definitely take downs in that situation.
but I'm not gonna lie, bro. You taking two studded tackles
Protect my dog Dart, man.
because Andrew Thomas can play, bro. For whatever God given reason, he's just not durable. But Francis Montgomery was probably the best tackle in this draft. I would go Spencer Fontu personally, but those two, like I was saying earlier, they was fighting for 1A, 1B kind of seating. But man, that's a pretty damn good pick, bro. Like that's a pretty good pick.
Do y'all get them at y'all just traded y'all pick, bro.
You said what?
Y'all just traded y'all pick.
Who, the Dolphins?
Uh,
Swap with Dallas. We know who Jerry Jones taking, so we ain't got him.
hey man,
We know
I'm
who
not
Jerry taking.
I'm not surprised, bro. We moved a pick back.
Yeah, like I don't to get what the fifth or something. I don't even know what they got. I'm trying to see. Hold on. We know who Jerry Jones taking.
So who you got him taking then, Mike?
Jerry wanted Caleb. He said it before the draft. So if he there, he gonna take him. If he don't, it'll shock me. But that's what he said he wanted.
Shit, Jerry finally made a good move, man.
Now I gotta watch Caleb Downs be poisoned by the Dallas Cowboys. Shit crazy.
That's crazy, bro. The Cowboys actually putting together a pretty decent offseason, though.
But bro, you know what's crazy, bro? For as much shit as we talk about Jerry Jones, bro, he be making moves. They just don't pan out, bro.
No, but that's the same thing I said with the Browns, though, bro. Like, they GM, you can say whatever you want about the Browns, but that GM, he loads up on picks, and he damn sure drafts and pay dudes, bro. Like, at some point, it's on coaching and it's on the players to play, bro. Like, it's like, you gotta give GMs credit when it's due, because the Browns GM, man, he be picking up his phone like nobody else. And it just never works out. But I think it's a damn good pick, though, bro. I think it's the Francis Montgomery pick, but you pairing that with Andrew Thomas, with Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo. Hey, man, listen. In 2 years, man, they told me Harbaugh was a good coach. I better see it, bro. There's a lot of talent on this team. There's a lot of talent. I better see it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Cause niggas been telling me, oh, it was Lamar, it was this. Okay. I want to see it. Cause there's a lot of talent on the team, bro. If he's this $100 million quarterback like everybody proclaimed he was worth, that he was the hot commodity on the, you feel me, the market after getting fired. All right, bro. We'll see. We'll see, bro. I want to see it. But the trade details, though, Mike. Miami we got back 2 fifth-round picks of this draft. In exchange, we swapped the 11th and the 12th pick. So Yeah, I think Caleb Downs is going to be a Cowboy, and if you're paying Caleb Downs with Clean Williams, with, I mean, they revamped their secondary a little bit. You know, they went out and got the corners. Excuse me, they got, I think it's Cam Curl, if I'm not mistaken, from the Rams. It could,
Yeah, they did.
yeah. So they went out and got they got two new corners. They got Quinn Williams in the trade last season. You went and got Logan Wilson in the trade last season, and if you draft Caleb Downs here, I mean, you're looking at a new defense pretty much. So, hey man, if that is the pick, bro, I think the Cowboys are moving in the right direction of fixing that defense, and they already got a damn good offense. So, hey, we'll see, bro. But Mike, let me ask you, bro, if you there, what's your thoughts on this narrative people are trying to push now with LeBron having a better team than Kevin Durant? I don't know if you there.
You said LeBron having a better team than Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's
That,
what I'm saying now, bro.
people not saying that. People saying that shit because the Rockets is losing. Before the series, when I said Lakers and 5 or 6 niggas had all you delusional, you glazing Bron, woo out the bam. Now they getting their ass whooped. Now all of a sudden the Rockets are a worse team than the fucking Lakers. If you swap KD and LeBron right now, the Rockets will be a 2-zip. It ain't about better team. The Rockets have better players overall. It's the fact that they don't have the best player in the series. And that player is unfortunately still a 41-year-old man that is dictating the pace of the game, is dictating how it's being played, is picking his spots, is able to play make. KD can't pass out of a double team still. That's part of the fucking problem.
Bro, that was pitiful.
It's been that, bro. It's been that way the last 2 seasons with him. If you look at it, if you look at his last season in Phoenix in the playoffs, or the last time he went in the playoffs in Phoenix, even to play in, trying to get in, he could not dribble out of an effing double team, and he still can't. Every time he gets trapped, that bitch coming out is going the other way, which is insane for a player of his fucking skill set and ability. This shit is insane, but he can't. So that's another reason they fucking losing. Brian passed out of a double teams to an open shooter. We already know that's top 2, 3 passing ability of all time. So he's getting that motherfucker to an open shooter, or at least out to the next nigga to swing it. KD shaking at the knees, got his knees clicking and shit, and turning that bitch over. So that's the problem. It ain't nothing. If you give Braun, Şengün, Amen Thompson, Reed Shepard, and Jabari Smith, I promise you them niggas is hooping.
I disagree.
But you
I
can
dis-
disagree, but
the
y'all
roster,
told me they
the
wasn't winning
roster,
this
bro,
series,
bro,
right?
the roster. Look, you're for what it's worth, bro. The Lakers roster right now, they have more shooters than the Rockets, so that works to LeBron's skill set. The Rockets right now, bro, the best shooter on the court right now is Jabari Smith, and that's it. There are plays when Kevin Durant is getting trapped, and you see Sengun, Amen Thompson, and who else is starting? Is KD, Jabari, Amen, Sengun, and who's the fifth guy starting?
It's Tyreek East.
Tari Eason. They're
Tyrese,
all
yeah.
collapsing in the fucking paint, bro. It's no spacing on that team, bro. If you expect Kevin Durant to pass out of a double team into a clogged painted area, then you're sadly mistaken, Mike. I do think the Lakers are better. The Lakers are better assembled for what LeBron does, which is what the whole narrative with LeBron his whole career is what you give him 3-and-D players, you give him shooters. Same thing with James Harden. You give him 3-and-D players, give him shooters so they can space the court. The Rockets have no spacing right now at all.
So if you swap
Literally at
Bron
all.
and KD, what's the series right now?
You're breaking up, bro.
If you swap Bron and KD, what's the series right now?
Bro, it's the same way. The Lakers will be up 2-0, bro.
Fuck no, Reed.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Uh,
Stop
I,
it, man.
The Lakers will be up 2-0, bro.
Who'd you pick to win this series, Reed?
I picked the Rockets to win in 7.
Okay, then. So then, how in the hell? This is what I'm saying. Y'all picked the Rockets with everything that you saying. You all of this shit was known before the series started, right? And you still picked the Rockets. Why? Why'd you pick the Rockets?
Time out. Reed Shepard was starting before the series started. Jabari Smith
They
wasn't
have the
clanking everything
same
before the series
roster,
started.
brother, before the series started, and you
Brother,
picked
but
them.
look, they weren't playing how they're playing. Reed
They're
Shepard
being
wasn't
made to
going
look
fucking
bad. They're
0 for
not
5.
just.
Jabari Smith wasn't clanking everything. Tari Eason wasn't clanking everything. Sengun
but
wasn't.
I think we're downplaying the impact of LeBron and Kevin Durant though, because I think no, but this is what I'm saying. I think we're not giving enough credit to the playmaking ability that LeBron has that's clearly superior to Kevin Durant. And yes, I agree. If you want to sit here and say the Rockets don't have the floor spacing necessary for KD, cool. But bro, we can't ignore the fact that Kevin Durant is just not making good decisions on the court, bro. He's not. And we also can't ignore the fact that LeBron is making extremely better decisions. That's pretty much dictating the pace of the games at this point. Like, yes, you can say the team is quote unquote put in place better for LeBron, but the reality is this, bro. I said this yesterday. You're down your first and second scoring options. Like, you're down two players who were combined at any given night could give you between 40 to 50 points. You're going into a series against a veteran team with KD and Udoka, a coach that's been there, a player that's been there, and a team that's been in the playoffs. Now, yes, they haven't won nothing of significance, but this is still a team that's been in these moments. And you got outside of LeBron and Marcus Smart, I mean, what else are we talking about with the Lakers in terms of playoff experience? I mean, DeAndre Ayton, I guess. Luke Kennard, no. Rui Hachimura, I guess. I mean, who else? Vanderbilt, who plays 8 minutes a night, probably, if on a good night. I mean, it's to say the structure, bro. I said this last night too. The structure of the teams for both teams, as it currently stands, are not good. They're both not good. It's just that one can make it work better than the other, and that's the difference. Because even when Luka was playing, the Lakers didn't look this good or flow this well, and Luka's a better player than both of these guys. The reason that it's flowing better is because LeBron is in more control in the pacing of the game. That's the difference. It's not about the players and personnel per se at this point, because both guys are trying to work with the best of what they got. The difference to me and what I see is that one guy is getting his guys involved early, building their confidence and getting the emotions going, versus the other guy who simply has never been able to do that. And to me, that tells more of the story on why this isn't working or panning out for the Rockets right now. And to be honest, bro, I mean, I don't really think it will be a close series if the Rockets swap KD for LeBron right now. I don't think it will be at all, because the large portion of the reason why why the Lakers have these looks that they're getting is because actions off of high pick and rolls with LeBron identifying the weak points on these teams, like Sengun in the pick and roll, or he's getting Amin Thompson in the low post or Easton in the low post, and he's passing out of that. KD's not doing that, bro. That's not his game. He's not that decisive, or he's not that savvy as a veteran. He's a bucket. That's what he is. That's what he's always been. So for me, I give that more so to the IQ and just overall knowledge of the game for Braun. And it's hard for me to give the Rockets that excuse. Not an excuse, but it's hard for me to give them that talking point, because we're going into the series, bro. The Lakers had a 14% chance to win the series. They had a 14% chance to win the series. They were down. There was a plus 5.5 the first game and a plus 4.5 the next game, and they won both games. So I can't give them that, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and be the one to give them that. I can't do it. But Caleb Downs did go to the Cowboys. I know Mike would love to see that if he didn't lag out. But Dolphins pick is in though. What you think of the Caleb Downs move though, bro? You like that?
Bro, they needed it, bro. Any help they can get on defense right now, bro. They need it, bro. Because as we've seen the past couple of years, this is not even really nothing to discuss. Because as we've seen it the past couple of years, the problem with Dallas has been what? Scoring 35, 38 and giving up what? 41, 44, bro. So any defensive help that they got, bro. Jerry Jones been cooking, with the Quentin Williams trade and, finally getting rid of fucking Trevon Diggs and shit, bro. Like he's been cooking, bro. He's been cooking. And this is just another addition to what's gonna hopefully help the Cowboys, who are in the division with fucking Terry McLaurin and Devontae Smith and Malik Neighbors. And so they really needed that help on the defensive side of the ball. So it's a great pick, man.
And so the Dolphins did pick. We took Caden Proctor, the tackle out of Alabama. Good player. I didn't think they was going to go tackle, but I'm I'm impressed
A
because
necessity, dog. You needed it, man.
I think he's a damn good player. He did start the season kind of slow. He didn't look like he had that same get up out of his and his kickbacks, but some of that could probably be because he was out of shape. I don't know. I want to see a little bit more film. What I have seen from him though, explosive off the ball, man. Moves very well in open space especially for a guy his size. Extremely, extremely, extremely impressive in run blocking, bro. Like he moves dudes, and the pass blocking is good. It could be better. He has all the tangibles and the tools to be better. My only my only gripe with the pick is I don't know what you do with Jake Paul now. I mean, not Jake Paul. No, it's Jake Paul. That's his name. The tackle we took. No, Patrick Paul. I'm tripping. Patrick
How
Paul.
do I say Jake Paul?
I don't. Yeah, I said I'm tripping. I was just thinking of Paul, but Patrick Paul. I don't know what you do with Patrick Paul now. Do you kick him in at guard? Do you? Because they still got Austin Jackson. I know he's on a 1-year deal, but you've been coaching up Patrick Paul to be a left tackle. Now you telling him he has to probably switch positions because I don't think Proctor is going to get moved to right tackle. I think he's going to come in and be the left. So that's my only thing about it. But hey, other than that, I think they got a good player, bro. I think we got a good player. What you think of the pick, bro?
Man, I think it's a damn good pick, bro. Like I said, bro, it was a necessity, man. It was a necessity, bro. At this point, this year is gonna be like a whatever type of year. So you're basically just gonna go out there and best man up, best that we can get, and make it happen, bro. So like I said, man, I'm not mad at the pick at all, bro. I love the pick, man, because we saw the past couple years, you know, the elite running back in Devon A-Chain that you guys have has had to be resorted to another wide receiver because the run game couldn't get established with the line, bro. We seen two out there dying on the cross, literally, because the line was just that bad. So if you're gonna take this year to tank, you might as well get the best offensive linemen that you can and try to mix and match and try to make it happen, bro. Because next year, with everything that you're going to be able to draft this year, next year, not the year coming up, but the year after, is when you're going to be expecting to see improvement, bro.
Yeah, they ain't gonna have a lot of cap space. They projected to have 160 million in cap space this season after this. So
There you go.
you're gonna have a lot of cap space. You're gonna have a lot of it just it's gonna, the Rams pick is in our it's gonna be a lot, bro. It's gonna be a lot of moving pieces. I think it's gonna be a lot of guys who's gonna have to learn new positions, or either that or they're gonna be the odd man out because this is an entire new regime. I don't know how they feel about Patrick Paul, this regime themselves. So maybe they're not as high on him as the old one is, and maybe he's just, moved on from him altogether. I don't know. But I know Austin Jackson is going to be moved on from because they did cut his contract down to just this season remaining. That's why I believe Patrick Paul will be moved to right tackle or transition there eventually. They may take this year to kind of coach him up to get him up to speed to go there. But I don't think you move Proctor to the right side. He's been a left tackle his entire collegiate career. So I can see that happening. The Rams pick is in, man. We just waiting for them to go ahead and say what they got to say. But in the meantime, bro, I want to ask you about, excuse me, I want to ask you about the rest of the NBA playoffs. Like, what other series has caught your interest thus far in the playoffs? Like, anything you want to see how it plays out, or any games or series that really impressed you?
Nah, man. Like I said, like all the series I've just been watching, bro, are really, just really for the love of the game. I'm not really too crazy about the first round because I know these are just, the bottom feeders against top dogs right now. But one series that I would say caught my attention is this New York and Atlanta series. Because, bro, remember what I told you, man. You remember, dog. You remember what I said, T. You remember?
No, I remember.
Knicks in 7, man. I told you, bro. Hawks in 7, bro. I don't trust the Knicks, man. What the fuck?
What happened?
Did the Rams really take Ty Simpson?
Oh, the Rams took Ty Simpson?
What the fuck? I mean, that's what everybody hell no, nah, bro. I hope they didn't, bro. That's what all reports are indicating, but Yeah, man. I really think that Hawks and that Knicks series, bro, is really gonna come down to the wire. Honestly, I really like what I'm seeing out that series, man.
Ah man, you hear me?
Yeah, I get you, bro.
I think my shit froze. My mom had called me, but yeah, it did freeze. But I don't know, bro. I haven't seen the pick in yet, so I can't say. I'll be shocked if the Rams took Ty Simpson at 13. But I mean, hey, especially when they've been talking about extending Matt Stafford, bro. Like they've been talking about getting him a 2-year deal. So taking a backup quarterback would be crazy to me. I think the pick here should be Ruben Bain Jr. I mean, but I know they do have two already pretty good edge rushers with Jared Verse and the other guy they had drafted last season. But I don't know, bro. We're gonna see. Because I highly doubt they take Ty Simpson. If they take Ty Simpson, I'm gonna be shocked. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be worse than the Cardinals.
Like, what the fuck?
That's definitely gonna be worse than the Cardinals. But I mean, or they could. I mean, what's the safety name out of Oregon? Denneman. I can see them going that route too. We're gonna see though, man, because the pick still is in. Man, I haven't seen nothing yet.
Bro, Brunson really breaking my heart right now, dog.
What's the score?
It's 98-94. I put him on a parlay for 27 points. He had 21 right now.
Who got 20? Who got 98?
The Hawks up 4.
Okay. Wait, fourth quarter?
Yeah, fourth quarter, 5 minutes left.
Okay. Man, the Knicks end up losing in the first round, but they got blowed up, man.
Bro, they really took him, bro.
That's a head scratcher, man.
What in the goddamn fuck?
That's a head scratcher. I ain't gonna
This
lie.
some stupid shit, bro.
Hey, man. I guess they just trying to load up for the. I don't know what the hell they got going on. That's surprising, honestly.
Stafford must have told him, "Hey, man, I'm done after this year."
I mean, he had to. He had to. I mean, it's either that
Or they know something we don't know, like Stafford not passing physicals or some shit or something.
that's what I'm saying. Like, either that or they can't work out a new deal, and it's going to come to a bad ending after next season. But yeah, nah, this is surprising. I'm not gonna lie. Like Ty Simpson, not again. Let me start by saying this. Nothing against Ty Simpson. He's not a bad player. I think he's solid. I don't think he does anything special. But like I told y'all before, to me, he reminds me a lot of what you know Tony Romo esque kind of deal, or like a a Kirk Cousins kind of a player.
But bro, my thing is, bro, it's not. It wasn't a bad. He's not a bad prospect, but to pick him at pick 13, bro, when you have Matt Stafford as your quarterback and you're trying to go all in to win the Super Bowl, mind you, you traded for McDuffie to maximize the Matt Stafford window right now. So why the fuck aren't you trying to maximize the Matt Stafford window right now, bro? Fuck the future right now, bro. Because honestly, if you believe McVay is this quarterback guru, I would have traded for Anthony Richardson, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I would have traded for him, and I would have took something else that can make me an over the top contender this year, bro. To get the last couple years out of Matt Stafford, bro. Honestly, in all fairness, bro.
Nah, yeah, I agree. I don't disagree at all. I'm in fact I'm with you. I just think no, I mean I really don't know. It has to be something we don't know. Like how you just said. It gotta be something. It gotta be like Stafford they're at a standstill with contracts. It's not looking like they're gonna get a deal done, something. Cause I just don't understand why. And to Ty Simpson's credit, man, I mean, like I
Good
said,
kid, man. Good kid, but at that spot, man, this wasn't Ty Simpson wasn't supposed to go right there, man.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I do think I do think he can be good for the team. I just did not expect this at all. This is definitely the head scratching pick. It was Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals at first, but this takes it. And I don't think this one getting topped. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's getting topped. Cause this was crazy. I mean, I don't know, Breeze. Maybe they know something we don't know, bro. I don't understand it though. So what is who got the next pick, bro?
Um, Let me see. This is fucking insanity, bro. This gotta be some of the dumbest shit.
Bro, like I said, man, I don't understand it either, my boy. Don't.
There's gotta be some dumb ass shit going on, bro. These niggas just doing shit at this point. All right, so the Lions are up, I think.
The Lions.
Yeah, the Lions are up, I think.
All right, so what you thinking the Lions gonna do, bro?
Offensive line. That's what they better do.
And that's the Ravens.
Oh, it's the Ravens?
Yeah, yes, the Ravens. Did they trade up? Like I don't. What did you see? Because this ain't Ravens. I don't
Bro,
think they.
oh, Ravens on right now.
Yeah. Hey man, the Ravens can go if they go Makai Lemon or the tight end.
No, the Ravens took that Penn State guard, Oglavugla, whatever the fuck his name is.
Okay, that's not a bad pick because the guard play they had last season was horrible.
Bro, we ain't even gotta talk about that.
It was horrible. I mean, what was dude name for Lele? Something like
Yeah,
that.
falafel, philanthropist, whatever his name was.
That nigga was horrible. He was horrible. Hey, I completely get it. Great pick. We ain't even got to explain any further. Great pick. Cause he was definitely terrible. Oh man, this is a good pick for their style of play too, man. This is a nitty gritty, hand in your face, just big bodyguard, bro, who just moves people, bro. Like he's he reminds me a lot of you remember Brandon Sheriff, right?
Mm-hmm.
He reminds me a lot of Brandon Sheriff. Quick on his feet, strong at the attack point, a little bit of a raw talent, but he is a guy that can move in space. He is a guy who can pull. He's fluid in his motions. He doesn't quit on plays. He's just one of the better blockers in this draft, especially when it comes to run blocking. So he's gonna be a guy that's gonna be hard to move to in the pass blocking game. So yeah, I love the pick, bro. I do. What's your thoughts on it, Breeze?
Bro, like I said, bro, it was a necessity if you want to keep Lamar Jackson around, bro, because we know the narrative on dual threat quarterbacks, man. If you want to keep him around, you want to keep him alive. You better do your due diligence, brother. And that's just what it is right there, man.
Okay.
Let me see. Ruben Baines just got drafted. I'm trying to see who he went to.
Then he went to the Bucks. Then that's who picking right now. That's the Bucks. I'm surprised Makai Lemon is falling this far. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he got picked up by none. Not gonna lie to you, but I'm surprised by that. And if he mess around and fall to the Panthers and they get him and Tech together,
Yeah, I think Xavier Leggett the odd man out right now, bro.
yeah, I mean, Look, man, I wanted it to work out for Leggett. You know, love his personality. Look like a down to earth guy, cool dude, but it's just not. It's just not happening on the football field right now. So yeah, they gotta they go out and get them another pass catcher to go with Bryce Young, who's having a second emergence to his career. With him, Ted, you still got Chuba Hubbard. You know, you revamped that defense. You went out and got Devin Lloyd, Jalen Phillips, Derek Brown's already there, J.C. Horn already there. You feel me? You got you a good little solid team, bro. You got some good talent, dog, in the open division. So we gonna see, bro. But I think the Jets pick after the Bucks, if I'm not mistaken, though. Yeah, they do. So what you think the Jets gonna do?
I definitely think they're going defense, bro. That's bro. They just have to, bro. Like we were saying earlier, bro. Aaron Glenn, defensive mastermind, bro. You got to go defense at this point, bro. Even if it's best player available, I'm pretty sure their draft board is all fucked up now because we didn't expect a lot of shit to go the way it went. But I definitely think they go defense, bro.
I mean, the thing is, it's a lot of guys that you can still take, man. Like it's because with Jeremiah Love going as high as he went, Ty Simpson going where he went, you got some dudes that's still there, bro. Like my boy from Oregon, who I just talked about, Thieneman, the safety. I think he's damn good safety. You got some corners that can still play. So hey, they could go a lot of ways, bro. They go a lot of ways with this next pick. I hate to see it as a Dolphin fan, but they go a lot of ways. But yeah, man, I oh my god, I don't know about that Ty Simpson pick, man. I just don't understand it. Especially if Stafford ends up coming out on breaking news signing a 2-year extension. Because that's what was reported like 2 days ago. I just don't get it, man. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's not making sense to me, dog. It's not making sense. But the pick is in for the Bucks. We're gonna see if they did take Ruben Bain Jr.
Yeah, they did take Bane.
They did? Okay. That's a good pick for them, man. Good pick. They damn sure needed it. If they had any weakness on that defense that was glaring, it was for sure edge rusher. I think they got a good interior lineman play on that side of the ball. I think the secondary is okay. Antoine Winfield, Jamil Dean. I think he did leave for Pittsburgh. So the secondary could probably be a little slightly better as well. But Ruben Bain Jr. is just a can't miss prospect to me at this point of the draft. So to me, it makes sense, bro. To me, it makes sense. It's a good pick. What's your thoughts on it?
No, it's a great pick, bro. I would love to see how they mix and match and what they're gonna do. Because remember, they got Kalijah there. They still got Vita Vea, bro. I'm interested to see what they do, bro. I'm highly interested. But it was a great pick for what they needed, bro. I think last year they really just got a bad end of the bargain because of injuries, bro.
Yeah, and the injury bug hitting them. The injury bug hitting them hard. Like whether it was Chris Godwin, whether it was Emeka Ibuka, Mike Evans, hell, Baker Mayfield playing through injury from a large portion of the season. Like, yeah, they definitely got hit with the injury bug bad. So we're gonna see, bro. I think this is a good move in the right direction. I think it does make their defense that much better day one. I knew losing Levante David is a big deal for them, but you gotta replace guys. You gotta replace guys with more talent.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. But I'm still stuck on that Rams pick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still stuck on that Rams pick. Boy, I can't believe they took Ty Simpson. But that boy Ruben Bain Jr. like an old man. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. Did you see how he looked?
Yeah, but that hairline is, boy.
And then the sunglasses is crazy, boy. The sunglasses on too. Oh man, my boy, like he about to go up the block real quick with the suit on just to pick some dimes up on the corner. It's crazy, boy. But Ruben Bad Jr. can play though, man. I think I say, let me say this before I get into the next topic, not next topic, but the next pick that's going with the Jets. I hated how a lot of people drove his draft stock down because of the measurables and his arm length and all this other bullshit. Dog, people, I'm gonna say this once, dog. Turn the film on and watch these dudes play, bro. Please. Turn the games on and watch these dudes play. These people who be saying all of these just downright irrelevant things to the game just to make it sound good and scouting reports and draft stocks rising and falling. Like, watch these dudes play. Because the fact that people went on for the last couple of months saying this dude draft stock is going to take a hit because his arm length, his hand size, and it just don't make sense to me, bro. I don't know how you feel about that shit, Breeze, but that to me, that stuff it's just a minute point into what the hell we see on the film. Like it's like, what do you see when you watch him play? That's what should matter.
I mean, you know how it is, bro. This is the same reason why a lot of project people get drafted, bro. They really believe in, the if you don't look a certain way, if you don't fit the mold, if you don't fit the build. Like, remember for a while, bro, the short quarterback was deemed as like a hell nah. If you remember.
Yeah,
They was thinking like, bro, 6'4", 6'5" or better, bro. We don't want no 6'1" quarterback. We don't want that, bro. Like, remember, they was looking at like these slim receivers, bro. They didn't want slim receivers like that, bro. They was looking at people like, look at these generationally jacked athletes, bro. So it take people to come in and break the mold, bro. So, I think Will Campbell didn't do the idea any favors, but it all depends on what Ruben Bain can do, man. Is it something that's out of the ordinary? Yeah, something that's out of the ordinary. Because when you look at it, out of all the players that got drafted in recent memory, the person that had like a similar build to him, like arm length wise, was who? Aaron Donald, right?
yeah.
And how many Aaron Donalds have we seen, bro? So, more often than not, like everybody ain't gonna be no damn Aaron Donald. But this draft game, bro, it's a risk, bro. It's a big gamble, bro. So what's on the film should definitely, matter. But I get the hesitancy in it, but these people got to start valuing what's on the film, bro. And CJ McCollum just iced it, bro. Well, he ain't iced it, but he just put them up one.
How much time left? A couple seconds?
12 seconds, yeah. 12 and a half.
Okay. The Jets pick in too, so the Jets, hey man, they already took David Bailey. You said you think they're gonna still go defense. So who do you think the pick is here then? If they still go defense for you, is
Honestly,
anybody?
I don't even have a pick, bro. I think they go best player available.
If they go best
Honestly.
player, I think they could. I think they could go either. Oh man, what's the tackle? Not tackle. What's the edge from Clemson, bro? T.J. Edwards, I think that's his name.
I think so. I think that's his name.
They could either go him, or they could try to pair
Oh no,
another.
it says they drafted Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh, that's the tight end. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
Well,
that's the tight end.
Jets gonna be the Jets.
I mean, good player, damn good player. But you got. I guess they're gonna come in with Geno Smith and see what they could get out of the guys. But Kenyon Sadiq could play, man. Kenyon Sadiq, athletic freak. He's a gazelle honestly at the tight end position. To me, his game reminds me a lot of what Loveland is right now.
You said what?
I think he reminds me a lot of what Loveland is right now for the Bears. He reminds me of that, but he's a good blocker. Loveland's not a bad blocker by any means, but he's a good blocker. He can line out wide, create plays. He's a good enough route runner. Short-handed.
Knicks just folded, man.
The Knicks folded. I mean,
Yep.
that sounds about right. But Sadiq, man, I think they got them a good player, bro. I mean, like I said, he's a traditional tight end in my personal opinion in terms of being able to pass and run block. But he adds a layer to it because he can line up outside, bro. He plays extremely well on the outside, just like a receiver would. But what you got on the Breeze? What you think?
Like I said, man, the bro, the athleticism, everything is there, bro. I do think you can't go wrong with having a weapon like him, bro, because you know your quarterback play at this moment is Geno Smith. So I mean, for what they're trying to develop, bro. I don't know. I just feel like, bro, they just had so much shit that they could have won in the dress, bro. Honestly, in all fairness, bro, I do think the pick, yeah, it's a good pick because wow, look, this is a shiny new toy and this looks so cool, but you had so much shit to address, bro. Like it was, you had bigger fish to fry than just tight end, bro. I do feel like they dropped the ball on that one, man.
Okay. I mean, again, I want people to know this isn't anything against the players. I think Keon Sadiq could play. Just like how I think Ty Simpson is a pretty good quarterback. Just like I think Jeremiah Love is amazing. But it's just these situations and these fits and what we think can fit right for these teams in these instances and these moments to help them build these teams in order to compete one day as best as they possibly can. Doesn't always align with the players they seem to pick sometimes. But at the end of the day, congratulations to the young man. I think he can play. I think he's gonna be a damn good player in this league. I hate that he went to the Jets, but it is what it is, man. But the pick is in for the Lions as well. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The teams get these picks in fast, dog. They usually don't really go this fast. I know it's almost 10 o'clock already, but a lot of that has to do with the fact that, commercials and things of that nature. But not gonna lie, dog. It's been one of those nights, but we halfway through the draft already, Breeze. Tell me who you feel has won the draft so far.
Who I feel has won the draft so far. I don't want to say yet, bro. I don't want to say yet, bro. I do want to say the biggest what the fuck moment though,
What happened with the
bro. It got to be the Rams, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It got to be the Rams, bro. The reason I say I don't want to say who won yet, bro, because it's so much left in the first round draft, bro. But so far, I think the best pick of the the best pick of the draft, I'm gonna go with Kansas City, just from a standpoint of they didn't do anything out of the ordinary, and they actually moved up and got a guy that is gonna come in and instantly play, bro. Like a lot of these players that are getting drafted, like we know Mendoza, we know he's gonna sit for a while to learn the game. We know it's a bunch of things that's gonna come and go, and a lot of narratives that have to be spun when it comes to these defensive players as well. But for Kansas City, for what they specifically needed, bro, we know that corner is gonna come in there and be an instant starter, bro. He's just seems like a Steve Spagnuolo guy, and especially them losing their franchise corner, bro. The writing's on the wall, bro. He's gonna be a stud in this league, bro. I do think the Chiefs got their guy with that one, bro. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. But the biggest what the fuck, bro, it got to be the Rams, bro. Cause why? Why?
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that completely. For me, man, I think the winner thus far for me, I think it has to be the Cowboys. And I say that because getting Caleb Downs and adding to a secondary that's being revamped to a much, much like how you said earlier, much needed defense, needed to have it defense. And you can bring in that kind of talent, bro, and you bring in a player of his capabilities who could come down in the box, help support the run, play over the top, prevent deep passes, and that's something that burnt them a lot last season, the deep passes. And now you go out and get you a guy who you wanted, who you got, and you added him to a defense that improved a lot actually towards the end of the season after you made a lot of these trades.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I got to give it to the Cowboys. I hate to say it because Cowboys are the Cowboys, but I got to give them credit when it's due, man. Taking Caleb Downs to me is a game changer for them. Because one thing about it, the Cowboys, in my personal opinion, they can develop the defensive backs. To give them that, I think they can. I think a lot of the young guys go there and they actually do turn out to be something. They may not be amazing all the time, but they turn out to be at least solid players. I think Caleb Downs has the potential to be a damn good player in this league. But the Lions pick is in, man. Let's see what they about to do, bro. I know you said they're gonna go tackle. I mean, some line help. They
They
may
got
go,
to, bro.
huh?
They got to.
Yeah. Let's see what they gonna do. I know Gino watching somewhere. We're gonna see. It's gonna be crazy though, man. Like if they don't go offensive line, I'll be shocked. But hold on. I'm trying to figure out who this is, and oh, this Easton Make a Wish Foundation. Okay, good for him, man. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. They took Blake Miller from Clemson. I mean, I probably would have went with the dude from UGA, but hey, they took a tackle, Breeze. They took some line help. What you got on it, bro?
Hey, man. It was a necessity, dog. I'm not mad at anybody taking necessity picks. The line was absolutely terrible last year. I think their center, what's his name? Ragnar, I think that's his name.
Yeah, he retired.
Yeah, he retired, bro. The offensive line was banged up. Like, come on, and then Jared Goff is already a statue, so yeah, bro. I'm not mad at them for taking necessity, bro.
And he's a right tackle too, so I think that solidifies Penei Sewell moving to the left.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Because
Okay.
I remember the reports them saying that they was going to move Penei Sewell. I just ain't know what the hell is gonna do with the right side. Well, here you go.
Okay.
But Blake Miller, strong kid, man, athletic, good good hand placement, and he also someone who plays with good leverage as well. So not really someone you worried about when it comes to like getting bombarded or bull rushed into oblivion. So you like this? I like that pick for the tackle. I mean, for the tackle for the Lions, I like it, bro. It's not a bad pick at all.
It's interesting, man. It's a very interesting pick.
It was crazy is the Vikings already got they pick in. So tell you, man, these teams we know who niggas gonna take, dog, because they just flying through this. I swear to God.
Yeah, they ain't wasting no time.
Hello. Oh, they took Caleb Banks. That's the D tackle from Florida. I mean, you did lose Jonathan Allen. You lost Jonathan Allen. You went out and replaced them with Caleb Banks. I mean, he a 6'5", 6'6" defensive tackle. Good quickness. I mean, what you think about it, bro?
I mean, bro, once again, you lose Jonathan Allen, bro. You need replacement, bro. And I think it was smart of them, signing Kyler Murray on that 1-year deal. So now they can, extend and get resources for, the shortcomings that they do have. And with losing Jonathan Allen, losing a player of his caliber, bro, you know that shit is gonna get rocky, man. So it was a great necessity pick, bro. I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah, the only thing about it for me, he had the foot injury that held him out the entire season. Damn near. Well, I think he only had what 3-4 games, and you just don't know what he is now in terms of the medicals. I mean, the player itself, I'm not concerned over. He's a solid pass rusher. He plays the run really well. He's a strong dude, bro. Like we're talking about 6'6", 330. Like he's a big defensive tackle. So I'm not too much mad at it. And the Panthers pick's already in. I'm telling you, bro, if they pick Makai Living, bro, Oh man, it's gonna be crazy because they're gonna have some talent, boy. Well, I think they might go. I think they might go defense though. No, I wouldn't be shocked they went tackle too though. I wouldn't be shocked they went tackle, but we'll see. What you think the Panthers do, bro?
I agree with you, bro. I think they're going to tackle. I think this year, after coming off the year they had, bro, I think they're expecting Bryce Young to make huge leaps in strides. So protecting him is going to be number one right now, bro.
Yeah, I think it also depends if they still have belief in Xavier Leggett too, because it hasn't worked out thus far. It hasn't panned out. I mean, Xavier Leggett, by all accounts, is talented. It looks up to par, but it just hasn't been. So, depending on what this pick is, Xavier Leggett could be very much so a trade candidate, or he could be someone who got one more year left, and they're gonna see what he got. But not gonna lie, bro, with everything that's going on thus far, man, a lot of teams have made some picks that I think really made them better. But I also think teams have made picks that was like head scratching as well. But so far, bro, I can't lie, bro. I think most teams are definitely benefiting from the talent of this loaded draft. I can't lie. This was a outside of quarterback. It's a lot of talent across the board.
And the Eagles traded up with the Cowboys.
The Eagles traded up with the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Crazy world.
Why in the actual hell would the Cowboys trade up with their divisional rivals? You see, just when I gave the Cowboys some credit, they go out and do some. Boy, you can't make it up, boy. You can't make it up, boy. After the Eagles pick, though, we're gonna call it a night, bro. We're gonna reach that 2 hour mark.
Oh, the Eagles took Makai Lemon?
Hey, you see, hey, AJ Brown is good as gone, bro. AJ Brown is good as gone. It's official. AJ Brown is good as gone. If that's the truth, he's good as gone.
Yeah, they took him, bro.
Wait, so who did the Panthers take? You heard me?
Uh, the Panthers drafted before the.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing about the pick, bro.
Then did the Panthers take Makai Lemon?
Oh no, the Panthers took Monroe Freeling.
Okay. Yeah, they took a tackle.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. I kind of figured they'll go tackle a receiver, so they chose to tackle the receiver. Okay. The Eagles taking Makai Lemon though. Ooh. Hey boy. AJ Brown good as gone then, man. What's your thoughts on that one, bro?
Just another quarterback for Jalen Hurts to. Never mind. Hey man. Hey man. I don't know, man. I just know Jalen Hurts better get it together, dog. He better get it together, man. Now you got Devontae Smith as your number one, who seems like a humble guy, and you got a young kid coming in who's very impressionable, bro. It's time for you to get in the lab and get some some synchronization going, brother. Because if you ask after this year, bro, if you go out there and just stinking it up, bro, it's gonna be a serious problem, bro. And honestly, I do think one thing they're gonna miss by AJ Brown is his blocking on the outside, bro. I think they're gonna really miss that.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Give me 1 second. I will say this though. I think the whole situation surrounding the Eagles. I mean, it's it had to come to an end, bro. Like with AJ Brown and this circus you had going on, it had to come to an end. And now that it has, I think that can be a little bit of a breath of fresh air to Jalen Hurts because of the simple fact you ain't got to worry about anyone complaining about not getting the ball anymore. You can just play your game. Now, whether you think that's good or bad for him, whatever, that's on everyone else to decide.
It's really interesting, bro. I really want to see, what they can do with this, bro. I really do want to see what they can do with it. Because honestly, bro, it just looked like, bro, it's just what can Lemon do right now that AJ Brown wasn't doing, bro?
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily about the ability of the two receivers. I just think it's about you're letting go of what you felt was a distraction or locker room cancer almost. But listen, by all accounts, I don't think Mekhi Lemon is AJ Brown. I don't. But he's younger, he's coming in cheaper, and he's going to be way less vocal and way less of a disturbance.
It's gonna be interesting, dog.
Hey, well, listen, guys. So that'll be it for this episode. We are at the 2 hour mark, man. The draft is still currently going on, but a lot of good things we've seen happen. A lot of strange things we've seen happen. We told y'all who we thought won the draft thus far. If you want to see my reactions to the rest of the draft or any of my thoughts, go ahead and follow me on my other platforms, LastWord Productions. Y'all can see my reactions to the other draft picks there, as well as the fact that you always subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification, be notified whenever we go live. So before we head out, Breeze, anything else you want to add?
All right, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all stay loyal. We're gonna stay rocking with y'all, man.
All right, for sure. Appreciate it, my boy.
All right, bro.